Hello friends and welcome to another edition of Strategic Living Nuggets. In continuation of our ongoing series on attitudes for effective living, we shall be listening to another attitude that will make for an effective living. It is called the attitude of joy. From experience, we'll all know it's very easy to feel excited about life when things are going our way, when life is on a cruise control, when we see the immediate manifestation of answered prayers, with our friends and family swarming all around us, and we are not in short supply of anything that represents the goodies of life at our class and level. I'm sure I'm speaking the obvious about things we have experienced in life and some are experiencing presently. When we find ourselves in this state, it suggests to our living and operating on a high level of positive attitude. Our confidence is on a high. We face life and everything that it throws at us squarely, knowing that God has been good to us, as can be seen by the ephemeral things of life that surrounds us. This is what we all pray for. This represents our desires in life. But what happens when life goes south, like it does at times, when we begin to experience the negatives of life, because life happens? When it's as if we are losing it, friends that used to be at our beck and call are nowhere to be found. Life and everything around us suddenly plummets beyond our wildest imagination. At this point, our joy seems to be lost or stolen. This is the state I would like to share with us in this podcast. Some of us might have been here, or we possibly know someone that is going through this phase presently. I want to share with us about what I call having an attitude of joy in these times when life happens. An attitude of joy means to have a determined set way of approaching life, irrespective of the adverse circumstances that may seem to envelop us. Joy is not dependent on having the goodies of life or not having. Rather, it is the decision to willingly permit the expression of the fruit of the Spirit inherent in our spirit, not considering the negative circumstances, even though they exist. Isaiah chapter 12 verse 3 says, "Therefore with joy shall you draw water out of the wells of salvation." By virtue of the new birth, we all became saved. Sozo is the Greek word translated saved, healed, delivered, and it refers to the complete package of salvation, nothing missing. With this deliverance comes everything that we need in life. The wells, as mentioned in the aforementioned verse, contains everything there is that God has delivered unto us when we are delivered from the kingdom of darkness into the kingdom of his dear Son. Now, it takes joy to take delivery of these blessings in this world. Satan understands this, and so when he comes, what he comes for is to take out our joy, knowing that once that is done, he incapacitates us, thereby making it difficult for us to really live out the virtues of this new creation. Joy is one of the fruit of the Spirit, and it's independent of the surrounding circumstances. That's why we will observe that even in the midst of adverse circumstances, there's this sense of equanimity that exists even when it's as if all hell has been let loose. But our choices, we can either stop the enemy from having his way or permit him to have a field day. Our determination to stay joyful while not considering these negative circumstances stops the enemy in his tracks. Our decision to see the positives, knowing that whatever that has come will eventually give way, bearing in mind that it's just a phase of life that keeps us in this game of life. Friends, our decision to live this way, irrespective of the obvious circumstances, is what it means to have an attitude of joy. And it's possible to live this way. One interesting verse I've seen in the Bible, especially as expressed in various verses of the Old Testament, is this sentence, "And it came to pass." Whatever it is that has come to steal our joy will come to pass someday. And it is this attitude of joy that will usher in a new season of joy in our lives. Friends, let's consider this sentence, "and it came to pass," in the dark times while having an attitude of joy, for it will surely come to pass. My name is God's Gift Ejike, where I'm your host on Strategic Living Sessions. Thank you so much for watching.